Hey, Soul Tribe. I'm excited to be live with you again on the weekend. So, hopefully, you're having a beautiful weekend. We do have a new moon coming up in Sagittarius. So, this show today, we're going to talk a little bit about manifestation, a little bit about what it is that you want to work with. It's the perfect moon for the rest of the year to start new beginnings. Although, with this little bit of unpredictableness with the Sagittarius energy, it might be that you put your wishes out there, you start to work with your intention manifestation, and then source has another idea. So yeah. Oh, and I can see, John, it doesn't sound like you're doing too well today. Sending you a bit of love and healing. Hopefully you're going to be feeling a little bit better. I know it's nighttime where some of you are. Thank you, Rainbow Sun. That's so sweet. And I saw a beautiful message from Tim. And thank you so much, Tim. I forgot that I was right near 5,000. And with you putting that beautiful message up on Instagram, I actually shared out a photo of your message, your post that you did, and some other people have shared it. And I saw overnight it's bumped up to, I think it was at 4.99. So we're getting really, really close. Very exciting, especially because some of the content that I share on my channel or UFO videos, things like that, you tend to find that you don't get as many views, or you see your views count down backwards live with your own eyes. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And what I'll just show you guys before we get into it, let me just bring up, I want to share with you an owl. So I'll just add this to my screen. Just going to make sure I want to do the sound so you guys can hear what they sound like. I did talk about with Phil yesterday on the Galactic show, a tawny frogmouth owl that we had a visit from here, and how I'd been feeling and sensing that energy around. So let me just pop this down. And you'll hear, so these are two tawny frogmouths that were just right above mine and my partner's head the other day, looking up the chickens, tucking them in for bed. So they're quite a shy bird. You don't often get close to them. So really, really cute. And this is what they look like up close. I'll just bring this back up so you can see a little bit clearer. So they look a little bit different. They blend in, almost looking a little bit bark-like. But when you look into the meaning of owls are, quite sensitive creatures, but they're quite wise. They're getting us to look within or go access all of the information on the different planes and dimension, almost becoming shamanic or like a spiritual surveyor of our environment. So really beautiful message. Also means like pay attention to your dreams. It also means in regards to like you being on track and things like that. And it's lovely. We're seeing people send John healing energy as well. And yeah, if you haven't already, go check out the show that we did last night, which was with Phil Rice, my friend. We did a lot more to do with hermetics and to do with the occult side of things. So I'm sure you guys will love that. And I just want to remind you, we have the potions. So I've got the I Am That Witch potion here today. If you guys can see this one, which is the energy that I'm working with the new moon. So I am that witch. So I'm going to be working with this for the Sagittarius new moon energy. So this is all about focusing on your manifestations, your abundance. The crystals that I'm working with are the fire opal to work with the fire energy of Sagittarius. And I'm also working with spirit quartz because I really feel like I want to magnify and kind of open up a little bit more access to other realms and things and get some insight and intuition around certain things. So that's the energy I'm going to be focused on, is tapping into my inner witch. So yeah, let me know in the chat below what it is that you're working on manifesting. Now, remember, Spirit has other ideas. So we can put out for things, but at the moment, you will see Spirit also has its own plans. So let me just bring this up. I just want to remind you guys, we have the last week left for our live class. So you'll still be able to gain access to this after it's finished. But if you want to join us live, and you want to ask questions and participate in live meditations, it's been so much fun. So we're having amazing results with people seeing auras, seeing energy fields. We're seeing some people with the third eye and others that are having more the peripheral clairvoyant activation as well. And celebrating Tim being on day 57 of day 66 of the Vision Quest. So definitely like focusing on your intention and your manifestation and doing this as part of like a daily practice or a ritual. And I can see Tim saying as well, seeing auras better is the goal along with dream enhancement. Yeah, so thank you so much for that beautiful feedback. And Emma's saying my dreams are definitely are doing their own things. Yeah, pay attention to your dreams at the moment. Really bizarre dreams. And here it is 4.99 subscribers. So we're almost there. So thank you, Tim, for reminding me of that. So let's have a look into the astrology and into some of the energies for this week. So I've just written little notes around manifestation, abundance. So it's going to be our second new moon for the month. So a pretty special month when we look at it that way. So this also will be occurring on December 1st. There's also an alignment with the royal star Antares. So there is a little bit of magic on a deeper level that's happening with this one. Antares is also known as like a sister planet to Mars in Vedic astrology. But my kind of connection or look into Antares, it is a very royal regal star. It has a lot of insights and wisdom on a deeper level to those that have been through war and things, and those that are also upholding peace or projecting further things into the future. So this is a great time to receive your downloads. This is why I'm using the spirit quartz mixed with fire opal for this season, along with I am that witch potion. But yeah, so definitely get into alignment, get into meditation more so that you can become more open to receive. The other thing is this is also a time to pay attention and awareness to deeper insights. So yeah, definitely be open to not just seeing from kind of like what we think reality is or what we think the answer or the solution is. This is about really being open to receive intuition and guidance as well. So you might be thinking that you're going one direction, all of a sudden a whole new level or a layer is about to open up as well. So really, really special time. So get it's also about getting a sense of renewal with this time too. It's about tapping into like higher truths. I don't know what I've written there. That's a little bit of a mystery. Let's see. Oh, it's also because we have the Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius as well. We're going to be revisiting what it is that we've perhaps put out or the finer details and things. So we're going to also have growth and expansion in that way. What else have I written? Yeah, we're going to have that Mercury retrograde till the 15th. So it's just going to be reminding us or getting us to review the fine print on certain things. So being really careful, being really precise, double checking things. You guys know I've already had the tech issues that have come along with the Mercury retrograde and other electrical issues. Not so much fun, but it does feel good when you sort them out. So yeah, also because we've got Sagittarius energy, knowing that that also rules travel. So if you do have travel plans and things like that for this week leading up to the 15th, possibly even the shadow period 2 weeks after, so like right up till the 30th, you may have some delays in that. So if you're planning on traveling somewhere, maybe getting there a day or two early and just being a little bit more flexible with your travel plans could be a good idea at the moment. Also, delays around tech issues and things getting resolved and sorted. We're also going to have Saturn's influence as well. So really just double checking, going over your details and things at the moment as well. And I think that might be in regards to me, possibly. Yes, definitely home in Melbourne. Yeah, just keep an eye out for that. It's cross your T's, dot your I's with everything. Not a time to be signing contracts or agreements unless it's things that have already been underway for a really long time. So say, for example, if you've been looking at or a court case or looking at signing for a house or, things like that. unless you've sort of been in that process for a long time, it could be good just to delay until the end of December, possibly the start of January. January will be a good time for new beginnings because we're also going to be into the Aries energy as well, astrologically. The other thing that we have is I put a note here. You hear Lyra joining us. So in around Friday, we're going to be tapping into possibly Thursday, Friday, more of like a spiritual vibe as well. So this will be a time to get together if you're planning on catching up with spiritual friends, or you've just been like feeling to connect with those in your soul tribe. This will be a really good end of the week. So something to look forward to as well, especially with the heaviness of the emotionality of last week. This week feels a lot lighter. We're also going to have a Kazemi energy on Friday with the Sun and Mercury. So that Sun's going to magnify that mercurial mind energy as well. I can see more soul family here, Rainbow Sun and Jim. Lovely to see you guys here too. So really looking into what is it that this Kazemi energy is trying to magnify? What is it that's being spotlighted with the Mercury energy as well? So you might have a certain awareness or certain things, new information might be revealed. You might see the bigger scope of things. So by the end of the week, we also may be feeling a little bit more frustrated, a little bit more of a short fuse to do with people. So if you're catching up with people around Thursday, Friday, might be a little bit of a better time. But let's have a look into what the cards are saying. So we'll pick from the animal deck. It's the first deck that I've been guided. So this is the Woodland Wardens deck with the guidebook. So this also has a plant that goes with the animals. And remembering this is a collective reading, I might put up one where we do a little bit more of the personal readings, where I answer your questions right before Christmas. There's a little bit of a treat. So we have the duck and the chrysanthemum. So with the duck, they do pick a mate for life. So they're quite special, beautiful beings in that way. And with the chrysanthemum, it's quite a delicate flower. So with that, it's one that we actually use in Chinese medicine for healing. It's one that helps like with dampness in the chest and the lungs. It's a really beautiful looking flower in tea and in potions as well. So definitely I would take care of yourself at the moment. Let me just look up. It is number 10 in the book. Oh my gosh, how weird. Open straight to the book. So this is always like a double pick when we get it in this way. So let me just see. And I can see little people at my door. So it says, the phrase lucky duck is just the light-hearted rhyme. Ducks can be symbols of good fortune, riches, especially gold, and frequently given off offerings to the gods. Likewise, chrysanthemums bring forth luck, and with longing and elegant petals signify abundance. So this could be a perfect time to work your abundance magic with this new moon as well. So luck can be fickle and a mysterious force, but also, as Roman philosopher Seneca once mused, what happens when preparation meets opportunity? So this is a little bit about, yeah, I think there was some big fairies. I'm sure their dad's letting them in the back door. So this is often representative of you are on the brink of good fortune. Be open to situations that may bring about positive transformation. So we can also really reflect and ask ourselves, how can we prepare for the future? So this is actually this Sagittarius new moon energy. It's like putting out what it is that you want, putting out what it is that you aspire to have, to do, to be, but it's only really a preparation. And I do feel to be open to newer, better, higher paths and plans. So we might have like a fixed focus, but there could be like an even better destiny. So it says, oh, this is funny. Destiny is mutable, or is it set in stone? So really think about that when you're working with your manifestation, that it doesn't have to be set in stone. It doesn't have to happen like 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. So this is really about, yeah, it's like the Archer's aim. So let us get some cards and have a look into some advice and a message for what to expect for the week. So first, let's have a look into Spirit showing us the week ahead reflected in the cards. Okay, I've got 4 cards. I do sense and see a lot of orange. There's a practice about tapping into your charisma energy is what I'm seeing. And I do feel this is perhaps because we're going into, party season or Christmas season, but I feel that this is about you gaining more confidence is what Spirit's trying to show me to focus on for this week. So we'll flip these cards. And it could also be just this fire energy that we're tapping into with the fire opal and with the Sagittarius. So what we're seeing, this is about staying, remaining grounded with the 6 of disc and also the 8 of disc. So we've got success and prudence, which is also the movement card. We've got Virgo, we've also got Taurus energy and the moon and the sun with this. So I do feel this is about balance is the overall message that we're getting with this. With the 6 of disc too, this is about building a little bit beyond the foundation. So a 4 would be, or 3 is a foundation, 4 is like a solid foundation, but 6 is where we've taken it from that halfway mark and we're in the tip over effect. So I would say this is taking it to that point of working in the quantum, manifesting, and then we're doing something in the physical to create that movement. Oh, thank you, Celestial. And then we have the card of fortune. What's interesting though is we do have the Tower card come out directly after fortune. So remember we talked about towards the end of the week, perhaps feeling a little bit short-fused or short-tempered. Let me see what note I wrote. So it's just saying feeling a little bit frustrated or a little bit drained or irritated by people towards the end of the week. I would say be careful to not let things kill your buzz. So if this is you planning and working your magic, perhaps towards the Saturday, Sunday, or perhaps even maybe around the Mercury, Sun, Cazimi Friday energy, you might want to sort of pull back and go into a little bit of hermit mode. I guess take note if you are going to a party or things like that, because we still have this Mercury retrograde influence, be careful to not say things that you can't take back. And this is also be careful not to drag up past, because remember, we are reassessing with the Mercury retrograde and this new moon, which is tomorrow, or it's the 1st. Yeah. So being tomorrow, just be careful that we're not like dragging things up from the past as well. So I'll just get some little clarifiers. If there's any other message that Spirit wants to add with this, that would be very much appreciated. So we have Page of Coins and the Death card, which is also transformation, also Phoenix energy. Hey, Lisa. And yeah, it's so nice to have our soul family here. I always look forward to catching up with you guys. Interesting, we have the 6 of Coins come up again too. So Spirit's further advice that we have around this, we've got Page of Coins. So this is investing into, into yourself, into things, but it's not investing to the point of going all in. It's kind of like, I'm going to explore or put this out there. You might have some endings come up because we did have the Tower card. Now we have the Death card. So with this Death card, remember, everything is a cycle. Everything has its own course. Everything has its own frequency, wavelength, or energy. We have a Queen of Wands. So regardless of that, definitely to stay within your lane, meaning Queen of Wands for me, she's fearless. So we don't want to get dragged into other people's cycles or other people's times. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You guys make my night too, or my day, I should say. But yeah, Queen of Wands, remember who she's grown from being. I feel like for you guys, when I look at this is about looking at how much you invest in yourself and how much you invest in other people, because so many of you guys are beautiful empaths. I feel like you constantly invest into other people, constantly put your energy into others. I actually feel like this is putting some reserves for yourself. So it might be taking time out to meditate, might be taking time out to, if you're in a warmer climate, going for a swim, or perhaps like having a massage or a little bit of a pamper session. We then have the Ace of Wands and the 6 of Coins. So with this Ace of Wands, pay attention to your intuition, to the download energy we talked about, because we had, I think it was Neptune and Venus energy as well. That was going to be around Thursday. So this might be the day that you want to plan something really delicious for yourself, spiritually speaking. Let me see. What else do we need to know to move those aside? So we've got the Star Tarot. I'm just feeling guided to ask if there's any unexpected, is there anything unexpected or anything that we're perhaps not seeing right now that we need to look out for this week? Anything we need to be made aware of? Okay. The vision that I'm getting shown is things happening spontaneously. So sometimes you can have, certain people just show up, or you can have like a change of direction or last minute plans change. I would say, like, just be flexible, but be prepared is the energy that Spirit's showing me. So I'll flip these cards over. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, things could sort of like reroute or change. Things might sort of not feel so good. I would say don't get bogged down by that. So Nine of Pentacles, a card of gain. Hey, Emma, lovely to see you here in Paris. So a Nine of Pentacles, this is Virgo energy. Be organized. So this is essentially, hey, Johnny, lovely to see you here as well. So I would say this is just being organized. So if you have like people that are dropping in, I would say have extra presents and things like that, or some things that are on hand that you can give in terms of like gifts because of the season that we're in. So Spirit's just trying to make us aware of this. I also feel not to get pulled into other people's stories emotionally. So five of disc. This is a card of worry. It is more kind of like Mercury energy as well. So just being aware of when someone is sort of saying their story, sometimes we'll tend to sympathize, or we'll put ourselves into that place, or you'll downgrade your energy and be like, oh yeah, me too. And then you'll give them examples of things. So be very clear on not pulling yourself back into old energy. I keep seeing a line in the sand type energy with moving forward. And what we can see with the Fool card, remember, I talk about this card often being like an Alice in Wonderland energy and going down the rabbit hole. So sometimes this will represent that we have like a naivety, or we're sort of like jumping in without thinking too far in advance. So this energy for this week, be very conscious of how you're moving your piece on the chessboard. And with this Alice in Wonderland type energy too, sometimes there's a sense or a feeling to taste everything, to know. So remind yourself, what emotions have you experienced before? What situations have you already, visited? Because remember, we've got the Mercury bringing that energy around. Do we need to have that revisit? Do we need to do the same thing again? Thank you. Thanks, Tim. And Tim saying, great advice, Solreta, not getting pulled back into the quicksand. That's what I'm really feeling. There's certain people that will try and pull you back down, and they're just on a different path, a different journey. It's not having to really look at it in, a good or a bad way. It's just a different journey. And we have Eight of Swords energy. So this is to watch out for the mind prison. So with Eight of Swords, we sometimes will sort of be kept in limitation, or we won't yet see the whole picture. So with this, we see here the eagle's trying to get the view from above. So that's the beautiful insight with this card. And with any of the eight energy, it's always when we feel fixed or we feel stuck to pause for a moment, gently kind of connect more with your higher self and ask to be guided out of that, or to be guided and hold the vision for the new thing that it is that you're calling in. So yeah, this will be a very interesting week. Let us see if there's any other cards that Spirit would like us to have a look into. We'll get one of the veil cards, because this is an energy this week, how we were talking about, what was it with Venus and Neptune, and also remembering we have the Cazimi with the Mercury Sun energy on Friday too. So things will be highlighted and spotlighted from the spiritual world. So remember at the start, I said it's also going to be a week to, ask for downloads, to gain wisdom or information from your higher self. And the card that we have from the Veil deck is Water Spirit. I don't think we've had this one on my show before. Emotions, memory, and life force. So this can definitely come up when we're in a Mercury type energy with the emotional side or with the memories. So really look into like where it is that you're placing your life force energy for this week. If you are near water, perhaps you can scire or gain messages and information from the water as well. Remember, water holds messages, just like Dr. Emoto says, and we've done other shows on. And I'll just see if there's any other questions. We're going to have a look into the Delphi deck as well. Let's get a word of wisdom or advice for this week. Oracle. So this is lead, ask, listen, and trust. So for many of you, this will be stepping in more to a leadership role. So where we were saying before about being careful not to get pulled into other people's paths or missions. And so many of you, I feel at the moment with our soul tribe, are really coming more into leadership. We're seeing it with a few of you on here starting your own channels and things, which I couldn't be prouder of. I'm so excited. We've got Johnny, Lisa, and Emma, and also Jake, that's part of our beautiful community. You guys have got your own channels and things. So this is the energy that, yeah, how beautiful is it, Jody? So yeah, with this, we see here that she's clothed in red. So this is an energy connected to the root chakra. We see a bit of spiritual fire. So this is what you can tap into and channel with this Sagittarius new moon as well. And we see here that beautiful, I guess it would be an oracle temple. So lead, ask, listen, and trust. So I do look forward to, that's such a sweet idea. Definitely. I'll definitely be focused on that too. So yeah, let's all send a little bit of love and healing to our friend John, and just seeing his heart being healed and stomach also being healed. Let me just remind you guys, I'm just going to bring my little screen share back up. So just reminder, we're almost at the 5,000 mark. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe so that you get notification. I will also be doing a community question answers one coming up before Christmas as well. So that's something I'll have to work out the timing on, but I'll try and do it in a time zone where most of you in the Northern Hemisphere will be awake, because I don't want you to miss out on that. And we also have the last live Q&A coming up, which will be on your Thursday evening or your Friday lunchtime if you're here in Australia or my side of the world. So that will be on the November 28th. So you guys are just, I'm loving like all of your beautiful comments and things. And remember, if you are looking at Christmas presents, and this is the one that I'm drinking today, the I Am That Witch, with the affirmation, I embrace my full power and magic. It does also come where you can purchase 4 to save 20%. So if you're looking at Christmas presents, I would say now would probably be that last little window of time, if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, to be able to receive your order, hopefully before Christmas. But yeah, you could always do a pack and break them up, and one for each friend or family member. So it is a great gift idea. But thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, Terry. But thank you all so much for joining me today. And I will see you guys very shortly for the 3-card pick, which will be on Maison Jupiter. We're also going to have a galactic show coming up too. And thank you for everything, for liking, sharing, subscribing. Bye, everyone.